have no reason to... Nothing of interest here. I have no reason to go that way. Nothing of interest here. Nothing of interest here. I have no reason... Nothing of interest here. I have no reason to go that way. There is nothing more to do here. Well, I discovered the case of another murder before that of Bucks Row. It happened in George Yard. We shall put it on the map in order to... We must place the murder of Martha Tabram in George Yard on the map. That is where Martha Tabram's murder took place. There's no point going there. I already have all... You see, this murder took place in the area in which our killer lives, his safe zone. Nonetheless, there are two major differences.
And the second difference?
It follows on from a doctor's opinion. He claims two weapons might have been...
Watch it, Holmes.
Tabram's murder took place in an area where the murderer, whose cowardice is clear, was able to... And as for the other murders, seeing the ineffectiveness of his last one, My dear Watson, we now know what this man looks like, in what area he lives, and that he suffered directly or indirectly from syphilis. That's why we need the testimonies of the other...
What shall we do, Holmes?
As the police's cooperation is futile and can be ruled out, we have nothing to do...
At last, a long day's work done. How are you doing, Holmes?
Fine, Watson, just fine.
I suppose you still haven't heard it.
No, Watson.
It's been almost a month now. Who knows? Our killer may have brought just...
Not a chance, Watson.
You haven't done anything about the story of a kidney that...
The killer left a message on one occasion with the intention of harming. The letter accompanying this package served no purpose other than to give value to its recipient.
I don't know. All I know is that there are letters piling up on your desk.
Absolutely not, Watson. I think that the other Joseph is reluctant to meet me. The man he saw must certainly have put the fear of...
We found him, Mr. Holmes.
Who's that?
Dr. Bumblebee. He's been locked up by the bobbies. Oi! He was looking round like a rat who's scared of his own...
Watson, this is our chance. The game is afoot. Let's hope that Tumblety will go to collect his trunk.
He is here. The doctor is here, up in his room.
Regarding the trunk, did you do what I told?
Yes, I jammed the lock and filled the trunk.
Absolutely not. Go home, lock your doors, and if you... Watson, we must disarm this man at all costs before attempting to control...
Don't move a muscle.
Who? But
Bravo, Watson. I take back everything I ever said about your
listen, Mr. Policeman. I already told her.
Don't you believe it, sir. We're not with the police. We are here to talk about human organs.
What? But who are you?
We are the ones holding the pistol. Listen, Tumblety, tell us everything you know and you will be spared from the noose.
So that's it. You English. Listen, as it happens, I do have a collection of female genital... Women repulse me, gentlemen. They are one of nature's greatest... No, sirs. Men. Mankind. We are not made to soil ourselves with such animals.
My God, this man has lost his marbles, Holmes.
You haven't answered my question. Did you...
Indeed. But a long time ago. I was living in Liverpool at the time. A few of my The fear of what others would say, certainly. I know nothing more simple.
Shut it, Tumblety. So, was it you who killed...
I regret to say that it was not. If I had really wanted a few more uteri, I would have had them brought in from the United States, and not taken the least risk. But kidneys are all the latest. In short, gentlemen, I do not know your killer.
You've gone too far this time.
Come, Watson, let's not get carried away now. Thank you for your assistance, Doctor. If I may offer some advice, you should leave England.
My pistol?
Without that, it will be even more risky.
Can we believe this man, Holmes?
He can't be the murderer, and his story regarding the organs fits, but we can't afford to take the slightest risk. Listen, lads, when Tumblety leaves here, follow him discreetly and come and tell me...
Understood, Captain.
You are already ready, Holmes. What is going on?
I have been waiting for you for at least an hour, Watson. It would appear that a new drama has unfolded. The youngsters came to give me this address, but I have some doubt as to the actual...
We are lost, Holmes.
No, we're not, Watson. We are heading for the very street I'd hoped for, but as I wasn't sure it was this one, I've made a few big detours in order to find the right one.
Why, of course, Holmes. Why didn't I...
How are you, my friend?
No,
My friend is a doctor. He can take care of you.
don't go there. She...
Now, Watson, take care of him. I have no reason to go that... My God!
What happened?
Can't talk. Wait for the cop. Go find them too, mister.
No, I must await my friend.
Watson, are you there?
Fine, Holmes, and you? What happened?
Hello, sir.
In Whitechapel, Holmes. This must be Dorset Street. You don't seem very well.
Indeed, Watson. Some clay, a great big piece of clay. I would ask for some wine.
What is over there?
A trip from which you will never return, Watson. Trust me.
A trip? Behind this door? In this room?
It's not strictly a door, it's more of a portal, a threshold, and what lies behind it is not the mortal realm, Watson. It is a place beyond time and space. The police won't take long to arrive, and the last thing I want is to waste precious time on them. I have nothing to ask.
You should come and eat, Holmes. Mrs. Hudson has worked wonders.
The answer, Watson.
The answer, Holmes?
Yes, the answer to a question that you...
How the devil can the answer to a question I asked?
How our killer set about reaching the height of... Did I not tell you that I wanted to avoid melodrama?
Do you mean to say...
Yes, that's what was in that room. You helped towards the colour. All that's missing is the odour, but I shall let that pass. The mutilations almost...
Don't you think we should wait for the medic...
Surely not, Watson. This massacre has gone on long... Watson, we shall reconstruct the body of this poor woman and inspect it in detail as well. Your help as a medical man will be invaluable.
Holmes, I feel a bit unwell.
Well, I understand. I will manage on my own. Her throat was slit just like the others. The wound is particularly deep. There were incisions in the rib cage, as if to inspect the lungs. The liver was neatly removed. An organ is missing, apparently. I must specify which organ this is on my list. There we are, Watson. We have examined everything. The heart is the only thing missing. 2 uteri, a kidney, and now a heart. I dread to think how you'd react if you saw a corpse. I'm returning to Whitechapel. Let's go to the cobbler's. Let's go to the cobbler's.
Beep, beep.
Evening, Mr. Holmes.
Good evening, Hardyman. Has Abraham...
No, not that.
Have you heard anything about...
Certainly there is talk of nothing else.
Who do you think that could be?
A madman, that's for sure.
Why?
Because Jews don't like blood, you see. They're not allowed to eat it, and they have to drain the meat before cooking it. It's true that they eat animals.
You seem to be very well informed.
Well, I buy my meat from them too. My clients don't care whether the meat comes from Jews or not.
Jews are allowed to eat offals?
Yes.
How big is that?
Well, That depends if it...
When fresh, are they as big as...
They would be, yes.
You know, Mr. Hardyman, it's lucky for both of us that the murder that took place in your mother's courtyard was only the white...
If you say so.
Let's go to the cobbler's. I have no reason to go that way. Let's go to the cobbler's. Good evening, Mr. Sol.
Evening, Mr. Holmes. If you've come about the
Before you respond to my request, I must ask you to answer this question.
Well, the same as you.
Kidney, heart,
Yes.
how are they prepared?
Kidneys are boiled, heart is often finely sliced.
These offals, do they come from cattle?
Yes.
And eating non-kosher food would...
Yes, it would be very serious.
If I were to tell you what I'm thinking, Mr. Solomonovich, you would pull out your own eardrums to not hear the end of my sentence. I will ask you one last time before involving the authorities, who I assure you will be far less discreet than myself.
His name is Joseph Hyam Levy, but I don't know where he lives.
That street is after Church Passage.
That's it.
Thank you. You have been an enormous help to both of us. Now, listen carefully. I need you to find 4 or 5...
But if you will tell me...
Later, Mr. Sol. Let's go to the Imperial Club. Ah, there's the Imperial Club. Let's see if I can find Joseph Hyam Lee. Hello, sir.
Hello. Can I...
Indeed, I have an urgent message for Mr. Joe.
Oh, I regret, sir, but Mr. Levy is not at the club.
I thank you. Do you know where I can find him? His home address, perhaps?
I am sorry, sir, but we do not give out information regarding...
I understand. I must find a way to enter the Imperial Club. There's a cellar window behind this barrel. Coal. It's a service door and firmly locked. There must be... If I can just get into the coal cellar... This barrel is on a wooden pallet, but it is too heavy. I will need a pivot. I have no reason to go that way. Closed. This building is the great synagogue. There we are. My pivot is in place. Now, let's find something to tip over this. I will need a pivot. I will need a pivot. I will need a pivot. I have no reason to go that. I should be able to make it tip over. Closed. The cellar window is locked from the inside by a simple iron hook. Closed. Nothing of interest here. Closed. The cellar window is locked from the inside by a simple iron hook. Nothing of interest here. This may come in handy. A note encouraging members of the Jewish community. Let's go. Good. Let's try to find the... This may come in handy. Empty tin cans.